I think this illustrates it a little clearer in terms of where we are in March and where we are now here in May, or what we're looking for in March, and then subsequently what we're looking for in May. I mean, I think the market, again, is starting to figure out. When you can see it visually like this, I think it makes sense. Let's take a look at the S&P chart. This is obviously something we've talked about for a while. We look at it through the lens of futures here on CME Day, but we're right at this uptrend line, Danny. You know, I know you look at technicals, obviously you look at fundamentals as well, but you try to marry the two. I look at this line. I think one of, if you go back yesterday, one of Mike Wilson's reasons for being tactically very short-term bullish was the fact that the S&P traded down to 3940, effectively the 200-day moving average, and bounced. We also bounced on that uptrend line that we've drawn for quite some time now. The question is, and the question I posit to you is, was that it? You know, was that rally yesterday where we almost got up to 4,100, I think 40.75 or so? Was that it? And is the market finally realizing that, hey, wait a second, these guys and gals at the Federal Reserve are serious, and we are seeing that degradation that you spoke of?
Yeah, I think I've been saying I think we've seen the highs for the year, at least the first 6 to 9 months of the year in terms of where the market was, 42.50, whatever is on that chart there. So it's going to be really tough to get there given the current environment. And Mike Wilson, I know, was making even admittedly cutesy trade. And I talked to Vincent Daniel on that yesterday just to keep my sanity. And he called it a case of bullmonia, because eventually you just get swept in because you fight the tape. But hearing him this morning on Bloomberg, he didn't really change his tune, just calling for near-term bounce. I know you guys had Carter on Market Call yesterday, kind of said the same thing. We're kind of stuck in this range. These 40 points, 80 points, 100 points are somewhat meaningless because you're going to need to know what the longer-term trend is going to look like. And not technically. I'm talking about earnings trends. And that, I think, is what the focus is going to be. We're in this time period right now where you'll get some earnings reports coming, and we're, certainly 6 weeks away from seeing kind of first quarter numbers. I would expect some pre-announcements to start coming here, in late March, maybe right around the Fed. Remember that Walmart warning shot that they gave the Fed back in July of last year was kind of the first shot across the bow. I wouldn't be surprised if we see kind of more of those type things in real time.